What's up, everybody? This is LG Newshead. Welcome back to the morning marketplace. As you can tell, I sound like absolute garbage this morning, and that shouldn't be confused with this new microphone because we have a great new mic that I'm excited about. But good Lord, do I sound like garbage? But good to be back. Good to be back. Let's see who we got here. We got Homies is here. Mick Beeman. Yeah, let's see what we're going to pump today. I'm sure we'll find some stuff. Borland's here looking for food. Federico, Epic Nico, John Jones, Stitchunk, James E. Local, Peterman, Top Secrets. Who we got? Mike Strange saying doubles. Jay Worley, Swami's here. Josh is here for the financial advice as we do. Fenny, this is my left ear meeting my right. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Jason? RC, what's good to see you? Good to see you. Jeffrey's here. Schnapper's here. The MV7 has arrived. The MV7 has arrived. Good looks, homies. Good looks. What's up, guys? Good to be back. I was out in public for the first time in what feels like 2 weeks. So and was just yelling because the audio was down at the venue I was at. So we're gonna sound like shit today. One mic sounds good. Not sure about the other one. There we go, James E. Clay Day. It is Clay Day. Here's what we're gonna do today. We'll talk a little bit about hoops, but I'll be like full disclosure. Full disclosure. I only watched a little bit of hoops last night, and only caught up a little bit this morning. So we'll be kind of feeling our way through it together, and then we can take a look at. I want to take a look at the hustle and show drop because interesting thing happened yesterday with the marketplace going down when it did. I think it kind of settled the frenzy that usually happens with the buying. And I wonder if we would have seen a little more undercutting happen on some of those moments before it's settled at the price that it's at right now. But we'll look at that together. Hey, thank you, Superluminal. I wish it was intentional. Rapper News is here. Yeah, you got it. You got a real one. That's how we open the show, rock and roll. We do need, well, I guess so. Yeah, big tickets here. Who else we got here? There's a load of job butt kissing on NBA TV last night. Dude, I think he deserved it, right? I think he deserved it. We can start there if you guys want. We can start with that game. So Memphis won 116-108. It was a home game. They're riding a 9-game winning streak. It might be 10 now, actually. They might be 10 in a row. The Warriors were without Draymond. I think they're still, I'm not going to read too much into it long term, but short term, huge win for them. On the Golden State side of things, like Steph had 27, 10 and 10. He had a pretty big triple double. He went 2 for 9 from 3, man. His 3-point shooting has been way down since he broke the record. Even leading into breaking the record, I just wonder if, that Portland game where he took like 18 threes before he broke the record. I just wonder if that got in his head a little bit. I'm not worried about it. It's still Steph Curry. The fact that he can put up 27, 10 and 10, and we're like, man, not a great game from Steph is pretty incredible. Looking at Memphis though, so Ja had 29, 8 and 5. I think what was impressive about Ja, because I watched the last I'm convinced right now that this is Mike's evil twin. I know, man. I feel I don't even feel bad. I do sound terrible though. What ended up happening, I was hosting a show and the mic went out, and so I had to project quite loudly, and you do that for an hour or so. It's terrible. The thing that about Ja, that stood out to me last night. So I was watching the last 6 minutes of the game, and they had put Gary Payton the second on him. Is it the second or the third? They put Gary Payton's kid on him, and there was like a 2-minute stretch, right, where Tyus Jones hit a big three, but Tyus Jones was handling the ball, and it seemed like Gary Payton was shutting Ja down, and I started going through this I was going through this thought exercise of just like, wow, I assumed the last 4 minutes of the game, the ball was going to be in Ja's hand, and he was going to you live or die through Ja, and he would be the decision maker, and that just wasn't happening. And so I was looking. I think I even said it out loud to Kelsey. I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like Ja doesn't have the ball, and then with a minute to go, Ja makes 2 of the biggest and 1 plays of the night. Just big time finishes and takes to the hoop. And he shut me right up. But there was like a 2-minute run where I was like, wait, can Peyton just shut down Ja Morant? Like he can't even get the ball. And then just that was a wrap. That was a wrap. But I do think it's a good sign. It's a good sign for the Grizzlies, like moving forward. I still think it's clearly the Suns and clearly the Warriors a cut above everybody else. But man, they're fun, dude. They're fun. Like I just want to see if anybody else popped. Like Zaire Williams, the rookie, he played 30 minutes last night, went 6 for 12 from the field, 3 for 7 from three, had 17 points. Not a lot of peripheral stats, but I mean, you're getting a rookie playing 30 minutes in a big time game. And like we didn't know what we had for Zaire Williams. So when you see Dylan Brooks out and stuff like that, it's just pretty good. It's pretty good. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 16-11 last night and 3 blocks. I forget what it is, but Triple J has like 12 blocks in the last 3 games or something stupid like that. And then, yeah, we already said Jaws line. Anybody else? Tyus had 17 off the bench. Brandon Clark had 14 off the bench. Man, they're just sneaky deep. The Grizzlies are sneaky deep. They're young. They're angry. They talk so much shit. I love it. I love it. They're going to be a fun team moving forward. And I think, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what they do in the trade deadline. They have a couple of guys. They're probably like, what do you do with Dylan Brooks? What do you do with Kyle Anderson? And like, what do you need to beef up? Do you try to enhance your big position? So if you do have to go traditional, like, can you get better than Steven Adams? Do you get another wing who can help out a little bit? But I mean, Desmond Bane had a bad game last night and they still beat the best team in the league. So it's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts right now. Tom saying would Beal make sense? I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with Beal. I don't think that's the right fit they're looking for. I'm thinking more of a like a 3-and-D wing, I think is what would make the most sense, or a big. But I think 3-and-D wing is probably the way you want to go, because I guess they don't really need a big. They've got Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, Xavier Tillman if they need it. And like Xavier Tillman's barely playing and then he comes in and does real shit. So I don't know, man. I'm pretty high on this team. I don't know if it's this year. NBA TV, I forget. I think it was it wasn't Candace Parker who made the call. I think it was the host, who I'm blanking on his name. But basically, like, maybe they are like, we're all looking at this being like, wow, they're a team of the future. They're going to be a real deal in the coming years. But like similar to the Warriors, all of a sudden they were here, right? Like in 2014, whatever year that was, where we thought they were a year or two away, and then bang, they're winning a championship. So it's going to be fun to watch. It makes the Western Conference like super interesting. Slow-mo is Kyle Anderson, who last night, I believe he started, but he played 24 minutes. He does a little bit of everything. He's like a poor Swiss Army knife. Like he does a little bit of everything for him. People are saying, oh, Brian Foster, if they finish third, Ja for MVP. Yeah. Yeah, the Ja conversation is interesting. It is. I feel like he's got to do a lot more to get MVP because of how voting works. But I mean, is he first team All NBA? Like, I feel like he was behind Donovan Mitchell and Chris Paul for a little bit, and maybe even Devin Booker. But I mean, outside of Steph, what guard do you take before Ja? You know. All right, let's talk about another game. So I'm not going to look at the market just yet. Let's just talk hoops first. But Washington beat OKC last night, 122-118. I didn't really watch any of this, but SGA had 32 and 8. And I just felt like we hadn't seen a big SGA game in a while, so it was good to see him back. Dort was like nice. Josh Giddey, 18, 8 and 6. I don't know. They're just like a fun team, man. They get a lot of good pieces. I'm excited about that. The Wizards were without Beal last night. Kuz had 29, 5 and 3. Spencer Dinwiddie had a pretty good game, 22 and 10. And then like KCP, but nothing sticks out. The only thing that I like took away from the box score essentially is what SGA is doing. It's just good to see SGA back, man. I want him putting up stats. I'm a big fan of him. But the other like big game of the night was the Suns and the Raptors. The Raptors had won 7 in a row, I think, going into last night, and they lost a close one, 99-95. But outside of the Suns were like fully healthy except for Cam Johnson. Like they were only missing Cam Johnson. Raptors are real, man. Shout out Top Shot Tesla and all the Raptor and Fenny and no, it's Stephon St. Pierre. Maybe not Fenny. I can't remember who the other Raptors heads are. But you guys have been calling it for a couple weeks. Toronto's legit. And Fred VanVleet, because they were missing. Who were they missing? They were missing Scotty Barnes and they were missing somebody else. Scotty Barnes and God, I forget who the other guy they were missing. Gary Trent Jr. and still kept it close, right? So Fred VanVleet had 21. He didn't have his best game. OG had 25. Siakam had 22, 7, and 7. Dude, Siakam's honestly playing like real shit right now, too. And he's someone we're gonna have to start taking seriously. But the Raptors are going to be fun to watch over the next couple weeks, just to see if they can sustain this push, right? And do they flip Cleveland? Do they give Philly a run? But yeah, that was a good one. On the Phoenix side of things, nobody went ham. Jay Crowder, I think it was his second game back, or maybe his first game back. He had 19 and 5. CP3 had 15 and 12. Devin Booker had 16. So like nobody went nuts. It was kind of a gross game. That was actually the theme for a lot of this stuff. Like I'm not even going to talk about the Clippers Nuggets game, but it was like 87-85. Borland making a joke saying attendance for that game was pretty weak. Yeah, because they're in Canada, so they got different restrictions right now. If you guys see the highlight of Devin Booker complaining because the mascot was wiling out behind the bench is pretty funny. But yeah, that cracked me up a little bit. That cracked me up. I like also Booker, man. Come on, like you can't complain about the mascot. You can't. The mascot was jumping around. That's like the one job the mascot has is to jump around. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about so the Clippers beat the Nuggets 87-85. It was one of the worst shooting. I was planning on staying up to watch that game, and it was 6-6 or something with like 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. Nobody played well except for Jokic, and Amir Coffey had a pretty good game. Coffey's actually been pretty interesting lately. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to him. He's a young guy that's been getting some run because they've been missing so many people, but they've been balling out. They've been balling out, or he's been balling out. The last game, Chicago won by a fucking million, 133-87. Nothing. Sadiq Bey, the plus minuses on some of these guys is hilarious. Sadiq Bey was minus 36, Beef Stew minus 33. Obviously not their fault. But DeRozan had 20, Vooch had 22. There's nothing to talk about there because of how that game was out of hand, like right away. All right, the last game though, that was actually interesting. The Pelicans beat the T-Wolves 128-125 in a defensive showdown. Big Cat had 26 and 8. Ant had 28. D'Lo at 18 and 10. Beasley at 18 off the bench. On the other side of the things, Pelicans, Brandon Ingram again with another good game, 33 and 9. My name is Jonas had 13 and 12. Josh Hart had 21, 9 and 5. And that was basically it. But Pelicans can't be losing those games. I mean, the Timberwolves can't be losing those games. Can't do that. Can't be losing those games. But overall, like outside of that main game of Golden State and Memphis, there wasn't a lot of shit that was exciting. Like that was a good night to take off from hoops, in my opinion, because even the Raptors Phoenix game was just kind of it was a little ugly. But good for the Raptors hanging in there. The last thing on like hoops we'll look at, we'll pull up the standings one time, and then we'll dive into the marketplace and mess around with that. Yeah, the Ingram game winner was pretty nuts. Ingram balled, man. There's a couple games in a row. Ingram's been balling. All right, let's take a look at this. Nothing has changed too much except for the Bulls extending their lead here. 2.5 games, 9-1 in their last 10. Heat still like pretty consistent right here, 7-3. Sixers 8-2 in their last 10. Raptors still 7-3. So the Raptors are in the 8th seed right now, but I mean there's not a lot of wiggle room between 6 and 10 really. But the West is what I'm more intrigued by right now. So Suns have a game lead on the Warriors after last night's loss and their win. Jazz and Grizzlies, the winning percentage is the only thing separating the two, right? So they're both 3.5 games back. Grizzlies just coming on strong, man. And then we've got Mavericks who, you know what? I feel like I haven't talked about the Mavericks really at all because they've been so awful to watch. But I have to start paying attention to them a little bit more because they have actually been playing really well. They've been playing really well. Stan Love says, all right, Stan, listen, you should have just said Bam's coming back soon. Okay. I'm not giving Miami any credit for having Oladipo come back soon. We haven't I hope he comes back. I would love to see Oladipo do some meaningful basketball stuff, but holy shit. He has not been useful in years. So all right, let's big ticket says hardly any Ingram moves on the TSD. Let's take a look at that right now. Let's see if there's been any buys on Ingram. And then if there's anybody else from last night you guys want me to look up, let me know and we'll do that. And then I want to get into Hustle and Show because that was a fun drop last night. I also want to say they dropped 100 and what was it, 52,000 packs or 155,000 packs in less than it was like in 2 hours, right? It's 2 hours. Those 3 games, man. Those 3 games. He was awesome. What's good? Dude, Adam, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Look at the doing on the late over there. All right, let's look at Ingram. That Top Shot debut has actually gone down, I feel like $2 since we last saw it. So $70. Let's look at how thin the floor is. So no, I mean it's all right in range. Has there been any recent sales here on BI? So what's today? Today's the 12th. Okay. All right. Nifty NFT TY got a couple 68 and 70 grind for. All right. So look at this. We got 4. So let's say the game ended around here. So hey, that's our man Ballwell. We know Ballwell. Ballwell, you watching this morning? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 buys after a good game. I do like that. Robert says, what do you think that? Yeah, all right. We'll talk Hustle and Show in just a second. We'll go over that. I know there was some like speculations on what we thought it was going to happen, on what we think is going to happen with all that. So let's look at Hustle and Show. We'll go over to Own the Moment first. Official sponsor of the Team Hold universe. I'm so used to clicking account valuation. You know what I mean? Look at this. I'll tell you right off the bat. Kristaps Porzingis bumping right here, $39 up 85%. People are speculating this is going to be in the Porzingis challenge just based on what we saw in the fresh threads. So I think that's what people are looking at. Shout out to Brian, shout out to the Team Hold Discord. It was fun trading with Hustle and Show with everybody. That was pretty sick to see that. Everybody was just helping people complete sets, man. That was great. We love to see that. Like you got a couple of dupes. I know Greg and I swapped. I pulled 2 Greg Browns and he pulled Miles Bridges and we swapped that back and forth. That was great. That was great. We love to see that shit. All right, let's go to Hustle and Show. I got to blow this up as well. So here we go. This series 2 is up, huh? That's interesting. Is that because did they put all of the same moments? I'm just surprised that's the series 2. Hold on. Let me check something. No, this is not. So series 2 is just up. Did like some people decide they wanted to complete that shit? Or are people speculating that's going to be in the challenge? That's fascinating. I thought that was going to come down a little bit. I wonder if people were like, "Oh, let's go get it." There we go. Look at there. Congrats on getting that challenge done. Set speculation. But I love like getting set speculation after they've already rewarded it. I don't know, man. I feel like I'll be curious. But isn't that making it kind of like a master challenge? Do you know what I mean? And Jacob has been pretty open about saying like we're not going to see those anytime soon. And I mean, I guess it's not exactly like a master challenge, but I saw the speculation for the Cool Cats. I saw that, and I saw the Steph Curry speculation as well. I'm a little hesitant to say. Hey, I hope it happens. I hope it happens just for all the people that own the set already. I like that everyone is telling me the same stuff right here. Master only if it includes the rewards. I mean, I guess, but now we're like picking nits a little bit, right? I don't know. I would love to be wrong, mainly because I hold almost all those moments except the challenge rewards. But I feel like we're going to see something a little bit different. I feel like we'll see. Well, I don't know. You know what? Who knows? Or my speculation would just be that it would include some of the players from the challenge reward moments. Um, but I don't know, man. Including moments from a previous. Yeah, I don't know. You know what though? They have shown that they've shown that with the MGLE. They've shown it with other challenges. So maybe that is the direction they'll go. We'll see. We'll see. Also, shout out Jebs. Yeah, if you guys saw, I believe we retweeted it last night. Take a look at Jeb's Hustle and Show video. We love the speculation. MGLE challenges were 7 Series 3 and 2 Series 1 or Series 2 MGLE of the same play type. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good luck. Let's keep going. So let's look at Series 3 because that was actually what I wanted to look at before I get distracted. Where are you at? Where are you at? Hustle and Show Series 3. So $200 to get all 10 moments right now. I think what's pretty exciting about this is you were able to do this relatively affordably because we were able to get multiple packs, right? Let me know in the chat. How many packs did you guys get in the chat? Not including airdrops. Don't tell me airdrops. But how many packs were you able to get by lining up? I was able to get 6. I think I was 17,000 in line for the first round, and then and I was able to get 6. So, Manalo, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, bot 4, 6, 6, 6, just 4. Yeah, there we go. 2. Whirly, you only get 2? Were you trying to get more, Whirly? Yeah, so let's look at this. So you already have 4,600 or almost 4,700 with a full set. And like, look at this, and another 4,700 basically with the full set, and then another what? Another 1,000, another 1,100 with 7, another like 1,800 with 6 plus. So you clearly people are. You can tell here though 4 is like the average of packs people got based on this 5,200 number, and then 5,100 here with 3. I imagine for people who got dupes, right? But the most expensive, wow, I didn't know this. The most expensive one is Greg Brown going for $25. Then you got Cat at 22, Bridges at 22, Monk at 20, Turner at 19, Gordo at 19, and then Vassell, Brooks, and Smart at 18, Thibault at 17. But hey, we love this. It's a relatively affordable common set. It's good to see. It's good to see. And it's good to see people going after it. I think that's exciting. There's a want for that. I feel like my lighting has changed throughout the show. Like I'm slowly turning into a ghost. Anyways, yeah, I think that's exciting to see. I'm scared of following the sheep. I think I'm selling out of this set. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people doing it, right? It's a lot of people doing it. And one of the things we talked about yesterday is kind of finding opportunities to zag, and if everybody's doing the same thing, you start losing the value. Right now, the difference is that Top Shot has specifically said they're going to create value for these by throwing it in there. So something to keep in mind. I think it's always good. I mean, this is one of the things that I like jokingly talked about on the First Mint Spaces last week about like New Year's resolutions and or New Year's strategy. Like, how are you going to attack Top Shot in the new year? And my biggest thing was not having a strategy. And that sounds stupid. It sounds like a joke, but my point being is that I wanted to maintain like an open mind through all this collecting, because I feel like what ends up happening is we laser in on a way we collect, and we're like, this is how we're going to do it. This is the right way to play the game, or the right way for me to play the game. And then by doing that, we shut ourselves off to opportunities to find value elsewhere. And I think that's how I'm approaching this year, is that if I'm seeing everybody do the same thing, that usually means we've hit the top of that thing, and that there's got to be another way to extract value. So I'm not saying don't collect sets. Obviously you need to collect sets. I think it's important to do that. But yeah, that's the way I'm leaning towards this. But that being said, I collected the set just because it's relatively cheap. It was easy enough to do, and I had the Dapper. Even though I'll tell you what I wanted to do. Oops, because some people out here are undercutting the goat right now. Some people are undercutting the goat, and I was like, do I need to Do I need to sweep the floor on DeJounte? But we're not. We're not. I think we're maxed out at 25 right now. Look at this. We were up to 139, and then look at Dottie. I'm looking at you, Dottie, Brandon, Lamian, C Miz, Matty Joe. I'm looking at you guys. All right, coming for you. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Sorry, Tea Time. Welcome. How affordable it's going to be after the second drop and for reward overall, though. What, to complete the whole thing? I mean, we're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna see all of this come down, right? Once the challenges are what's propping up these prices right now. So I don't see these going much higher. Like for the 10 that are out there, everybody knows the challenge is coming, right? No one collected those moments, and then today when the announcement comes, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's right, there is a challenge." I feel like I feel like those prices are priced in a little bit. DJ Locals out there grabbing trade tickets to Zag. Josh is zagging by getting Top Shot debuts, going back into that one. There we go. Yeah, sheep. I know we're talking sheep. That's okay. We're all sheep. What else we got? I bought a Kawhi Leonard All-Star 3-point for 100. Now the lowest ask is 222. There you go. Big brain. Well, that's being propped up by the Clay Challenge too. So keep that in mind, which is ending today. We're going to look at that next. People said the same thing about Fresh Thread set, and that was worth it for all the shit. Yeah, so far it's definitely been worth it. It has. You're right. You're right, Tom Pierce. Maybe we've turned the corner. The second drop is confirmed. Yeah, there's going to be another drop. Look at this. My Zag is the friends I made along the way. No, I like it. I mean, that's what we should be doing the whole time. All right, let's take a look at the challenges that we got looking at right now. Jordan, good to see you, my man. Let's go over to the challenges. Oh, I can't tell if my voice is getting better or worse as this goes on. We also have a tiered flash challenge tonight too, which is exciting. So look at this. We've stayed. What did we say? The original over-under was 4,800. We've had 600 more completions in the last 2 days. We got 6 hours left. So happy Clay Day. Katie Smith is now. Wow, Clay is down to 185. Wow. Maxi Kleber down to 38. D-Lo down to 27, 9, 5, and 3. 852 to complete the whole thing. It's been up 6% in the last 24 hours, which means it dipped a little. I will say, though, let's look at in the last 2 days, right? So it started at 865. The cheapest you could have gotten this bad boy was at 780. So, I mean, it's kind of stayed afloat. The biggest change is just the Clay. The Clay's down 4% in the last 24 hours. Let's go take a peek at that moment. Yeah, so in the last week, right, we saw it, we got up to 269. We saw it shot up to 339. This is when Mike Zakarian sold. And then came down. Wow, I didn't realize. So Butters Bunch is 58, Library is 31. Fix Barnacle. Richard Seifer, our man Richard Seifer in the Top Shot in the Team Hold Streets. Good to see it. Yeah. I know. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, seeing it dip. I do think it has a little bit more to do with the challenge being baked into it. I think that's where I would go. Sorry, guys. We're gonna play a video drop. I think I got a sneeze coming. So I'll give you a little bit. Big tickets in the chat. I'll give you a little big ticket. Man, that song slaps. Shout out my man, Rock and Roll. Manalo says, is Team Hold hiring? What are you trying to do, man? What do you want to do? You trying to do some work? Also, I got to get paid before you get paid. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right. If anybody's getting paid first, it's me. Look at this camera. This camera is so good. I'm just noticing right now my little Harry Potter scar right there. Look at that. Wizard Ari. Jesus Christ. Soon, Mike's moving to Top Shot soon. Mick, I got to tell you, man, I feel like they got to go through 15 or 16 more hires until they get to me. They got a long way to go. I think, before they get to me. I feel like Top Shot Talk, I saw him tweet, and he's going to start working full time. He's next up. He's next up. Then probably, I was gonna say Jeb, but Jeb's probably like one rung above me. So we got to go through like 15 people. Then it'll be Jeb, and then it'll be me. I don't see it happening though. I don't see it happening. We're team hold for life. Team hold for life. We'll get our bags another way. No Harry Potter. No, come on, dude. This is a Harry Potter safe space. I'm looking to work from home. Very good video editing. We do need a video editor, Manolo. Manolo, I'll tell you what. Will you take Top Shot payment? Will you get paid in moments? If you get paid in moments, we'll do it. Wow, there we go. Come on. How dare you? We the People series. What up? I'm late. Yeah, dude. Fred VanVleet owes me some money too. No morning marketplace if you join top. Yeah, dude, guys, don't worry. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I appreciate your belief and support in me. We're gonna be here. Don't you worry. But in the meantime, you know what you could do is sign up for the fucking VIP. You want me to stay at the morning marketplace every day? Sign up for the VIP. Let's go. All right, let's take this time to remind everybody to like the stream, subscribe. I just say we are closing in on 4K subs, which is pretty exciting. And now that all of the other content creators are going to Dapper, it's time for us to surpass everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get past Ballers Blockchain. We got to get past. Packrip doesn't have a blog. Moment ranks. We gotta fly by everybody now because they're all going to work for Dapper. Which that's no disrespect. I love that. I love it for them. But it's now time for us to be top dog. We're gonna bring Alex Disney on as the blog master for Team Hold. We're just gonna swallow up the competition. That's what we're doing. For no money though. But yeah, subscribe, today, this afternoon, we have one more stream coming with Peter Overzet to do the Owners Club. We're waiting for the time announcement on that because once the Owners Club announces that they are live for their packs for best ball, then we're going to go live. We're going to be giving away some packs. I got a promo code Mike. So listen, if you're signing up for TOC for the first time today to get involved, please use promo code Mike. It's a $20 entry fee for this. It gets you a best ball pack. You basically get 20 plays. You pick 12 of the 20 from that pack. You can't combine packs or anything. 12 of that 20, you mint that as an NFT. You can sell it on the secondary marketplace if you want, or you just run it out for their tournament where they're giving out up to $50,000 in prizes. However, if all the money they get from the best ball from those packs is going back into the prize pool. So everything's going into the prize pool, which is dope. So if a bunch of people sign up, the prize pool will be greater than 50,000. But anyways, we'll be doing a show on that a little bit later this afternoon. Excuse me, a little bit later this afternoon with Overzet, and that'll be a lot of fun. Also, you should check out, we did an interview yesterday with Pyland. Dumbo came on the show. And Dumbo and I had a really good conversation for like 40 minutes. So go check that out. I love Dumbo, man. He's such a good dude. And I was excited to talk to him just as someone who is a specialist at building community. And then to see someone like that take on their own project with a bunch of other sharp people was exciting. So definitely check that out and check out Pyland if you get a chance. Couple of questions. John says, are these for next season now that this year is over? This is actually for the playoffs. So basically you'll get a best ball pack that's $20 and you get 20 plays. And so it'll be like Rams wide receiver, Raiders quarterback, Kansas City tight end. And you select 12 out of those 20. So it's just for the playoffs. One thing that they're doing that's pretty cool too, they're testing out their burn feature. So if you were in TOC during the regular season, you can burn one of those moments that you had and it'll get you a free pack, which is exciting. You buy the packs on their website. Yeah, you'll buy it on their website. It should go live today. Anyway, so that's it on that. So check that out. Anything else we have to plug? So tomorrow we'll be back, morning marketplace, and then we'll have Top Shot takes returns. We have no G done this week, but we do have Jeb. Jeb's going to come on the show. Friday, we've got 3 shows. We've got the morning marketplace. We'll do another show with Pete about building our football lineups for TOC. And then we also have the happy hour. And then Saturday, we've got a special weekend show because on the 15th, the Candy Marketplace goes live. And Greg is like, it's his time to shine. He's very excited. So he's gonna be cooking. So we're really excited about that. I also feel like I need to do a show on Sunday because Sunday marks. Let me see if I can share screen here. I'm excited about this. If I go to I'm not going to share yet. Hold on. I want to see something before I do it. But okay, this isn't to flex my my account valuation here, but just so everybody knows before they look at that, the reason my account is so high is because currently I am holding the moment that G Dunn, Dustin, and I own together, the Luca Hollow, right? So that's the bulk of that's a quarter of my account. But what I wanted to highlight here is this right here. So I feel like I got to. Oh, you can't see that shit because I highlighted it. Can you see that right there? So Sunday marks 1 year. 1 year on Top Shot. So I might do a little something on Sunday. Who knows? And then we're also closing in on our 1 year of Team Hold, which we'll have a very exciting show for. I'm jacked up for the 1 year show. It looks like it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, and you know what? We'll give away a ton of stuff. Brian says, "Do you still have 2 jaws?" No. We traded in the jaw. And we diversified a little bit. You guys want to here? We can look. We'll look at the account for a little bit. You want to do that? So here we go. This is what we started doing. And also in retrospect, I'm pissed I flipped the jaw when I did. But listen, you can't nail the bottom, peg the top. You know what I mean? So we've got the jaw, we've got the Luka in there, LaMelo's Top Shot debut, Tatum's Top Shot debut, Jokic, Booker, Vince. Steph Curry Series 1-3. That Mobley is now in there. Anthony Edwards, Russ, Mitchell, Trey, Chris, SGA. So I'm just trying to just collecting Top Shot debuts. That's what we're doing. You're seeing a lot of red in here, which is pretty sick too. But I'll keep doing this until we get to where's our man? Where's our man? This is who we want to see. DeJounte. Look at this. Look at this DeJounte season. But anyways, that is I don't know. It's kind of cool to get to 1 year. That's pretty exciting. Sunday battle to the death in the Rumble channel. I think we're gonna do that Friday. I think Friday we're gonna do that in the happy hour streets a little bit. So come for some Rumble. Do more weekend content. John, I would love to do. I can't, man. I'm doing 10 streams a week right now, plus the YouTube shorts that we do, plus the scripted stuff that we do. I don't know if I can do more shows on the weekend. I don't. I would love Team Hold to do more shows on the weekend. So if Candy takes off, maybe Greg starts doing a weekly thing or something. But I think I am tapped. Tea time. Well, hey, listen, this is what we have to say. Like I was in a unique situation where I just won a shit ton of money on DraftKings. And so I took a lot of that money and threw it into to Top Shot. That's the only reason. That's the only reason that happened. I was able to fire off. Top Shot Tesla saying, "This is great. This is great." I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Eric says, "What the fuck is Rumble? It's blowing up my Discord." I know we have to create a notification bot for it, like we did. Man, what the hell? Like we did for Vive. Which do we have a Vive drop today, or is that tomorrow? Or VV, excuse me, VV. All right, enough of that. Yeah, Rounders vibe. Shout out Rounders, man. Shout out Rounders. All right, what else do we want to look at today? Should we just see what's been going up, what's been going down? Let's look at some sets and we'll sort by, this might be a little bit too high here. 175 is a little too much. Let's sort by 7 days. I'm more intrigued by 7 days than I am by anything else. Ooh, the coffee's officially cold. We need a sip of water. Hold on. That was pretty gross. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going up. In the last week, Metallic Silver fandom. And this is always tough because they add a moment. They add an expensive moment. And you're like, yeah, no shit. With the strip has been up 40%, which again, I think it's people taking an opportunity to complete a set and hope to get rewarded. In Her Bag is up 35%. Denied is up 23%. The Finals is up 23%. Now, with some of these Series 1 stuff, all it takes is one big buy and it'll adjust the market considerably because some of the stuff up top is so expensive. Like if we look at with the strip, That the Marcus Smart with the strip was one of my first buys. But yeah, see, you saw this jump from 7,800 to 10K, and Ja Morant is now the low ask is up 54%. So exactly, it was just like this one move is why this jumped up so much. So that's kind of why that happened. Is Vivi a cult like more than Top Shot? I don't know. I haven't followed any content in that streets at all, so I don't know. Adam says, what do we think the Clay reward will be? So what are we seeing? We're seeing the Top Shot debut be at 189. There's going to be half of the circulation, the half of the min count than that. It's also like a much cooler moment. It's his first game back after 2 years. 250. Do we think it's 250? 300? Something like that. That would be my guess. I think it's going to be more than his Top Shot debut. Would be my guess. Let's keep moving. What else we got? What else we got in this street? So we're seeing vintage vibes go up a little bit. Hometown's up 15%. That's kind of interesting. What about base set series 1? Still up 1%. 62 market cap. That's good to see. And let's look at the base set series 2. I just like looking at that as a baseline for where we're at. Base set series 3. So it looks like base set series 2 has been in the red. So down 2%, or no, like just under 1%. 9,600 market cap. Yeah, Ross Miller saying it's going to go for 1 million. That's an interesting take on it. That's an interesting take on it. Did I not click it? What's going on here? No, I did. Come on, OTM. We can do it. Put your back into it. If that pumps, it should bring the Top Shot. It should bring up the Top Shot debut if the gap is wide. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I just think half the circulation is something. All right, come on. Let's try this again. Base set series 2. What else do you guys want to look at today? We're 43 minutes in. I got like another 10 minutes in me. I apologize. I know I'm a lower energy today. My throat is on fire right now from screaming last night. So health-wise, I think we're okay. But all right, maybe we're not going to look at base set series 3. What else you guys got for me today? What do we want to do? How do we feel about the new microphone? Do we feeling good about this? Okay, it's here. Base set series 2 is here. 9,600. So we have a sharp decline right there in the last day or so. But LaMelo's at 7.8. The LaMelo moment really hasn't moved in a while. Anthony Edwards, same. Like I'm beginning to think maybe this is where it lives from here on out. James Wiseman, we saw come up to like almost 300, is now back down. Hallie staying in the same spot. Maxi's right there. So it's all kind of that where the LeBron James 3 is 165 right now. Desmond Bane down to 188. Interesting. Mike, you hear of Crypto Hold'em? Maria Ho is in it. No, is that real? I have. Man, it's funny. You can just like. It's funny you can just like create a sentence, and it sounds real in the NFT space, right? Like, Mike, do you hear of crypto cars? It's like Uber, but for cryptocurrency. And you're like, yeah, I guess. Do you think Rising Stars will go up since the next one is common only? People seem to love airdrops, right? So even if you're getting airdropped a common set, the problem is, my camera, what happened here? We gotta go in focus. The problem is with that it's expensive. Like if you don't have the LaMelo or the Anthony Edwards, that's tough to get to. My buddy is sitting on 1K a dapper. What should he do? Withdraw. No, 1K? 1K. Yeah, you joke with the people. Crypto Strippers is next. That already exists, my man. That already exists. What is my camera focusing on today? There we go. That already exists. I think it's called like Stripperville or something. All right, 1K a dapper. What should he do? What should he do with 1K a dapper? Let's look at it. Let's filter. Man, remember we used to do this? This used to be fun. But then that's all people ask. Like, what do I do with $100? What do I do with $19? God. High to low. And let's see what we got here. No, no, no. Here's the thing, though. It depends on the type of collector you are, man. Like, you could probably get like that LaMelo is 780, right? If you wanted to do that, like if you just like, because that's kind of what I dig. I dig like these Top Shot debuts, even though common sentiment seems to be no, don't do that. Like I'm more interested in that. The Dwayne Wade run it back sub 1000. Honestly, that feels like it should be more expensive. That feels criminal. So that one sticks out. You could also like live in that $400 or $500 range. I don't want Harden debut, but you can live in that $400 or $500 range and like pick up a couple of things, which I think is kind of interesting as well, right? LaMelo Ball, Rising Stars, nah, fuck that. The Zion Rising, man, if he was still good at basketball. LeBron James Series 1, that's out of 3,100. That's only 850. I'm still not getting that. I'm still looking for debuts. Give me the debuts. What do we got here? Yeah, so there's LaMelo at 787. Like this stuff just doesn't speak to me in the same way. Like if I'm gonna get a rare or legendary, like if I'm gonna buy one off the market, I want it to be a sick moment. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be either a sick moment of a sick player if I'm gonna buy it. I don't want to get like, and I love Jamal Murray. I don't want to spend $725 for a Jamal Murray MGLE reward, right? Like that's not how I want to do it. I don't want to do that for DeAndre Hunter's or Cam Reddish's rookie debut or for Dwight. Like Tatum $700, cool. And I know it's a moment I own, so I'm not trying to pump moments I own. But I'd rather go get a Booker, go get a Dame, go get something like that. 6 Cole Anthony's, something like that is where I land. All right, let me catch back up. Buy 8 DeJountes. Let's go. Archive set. That's true. LaMelo's debut for 1K. Trade tickets maybe. Why is Kuzma's MGLE up? I wonder if it's just because he's balling right now. I mean, he's been freaking great. Maybe people were assuming that was going to be part of a tier. Did the Wizards play tonight? Sorry, I'm pulling that up real quick on my phone instead of looking at my computer for some weird reason. I don't know why I decided to do that, but if the Wizards play tonight, that could be why. If people are speculating he's going to be in that. We've got Celtics Pacers. Jesus Christ, we have to see the Celtics Pacers again. That should be on like Paramount Plus. Stream that on a streaming service that's tough to get to. Hornets Sixers, that'll be a fun matchup. Joel Embiid's going for $3 million tonight. He's gonna have a good game. Yeah, Wizards Magic. So I wonder if that's why. I wonder if people are speculating that Bradley Beal misses another game. You need somebody. You needed a rare moment, and that's Kuz's only rare moment. We also have Heat Hawks tonight. Mavs Knicks was on ESPN. DeJounte season against the Rockets. DeJounte Murray is going to be a moment ranks play tonight. I'm going to tell you that right now. The fastest paced team in the league. DeJounte likes to run. Cavs Jazz. Nets Bulls at 10. Why is the Nets Bulls game at 10 o'clock? Riddle me that, Batman. Why is that at 10 o'clock? Where's this game being played? Russia? Like, why is this out? I'd be so pissed if I was going to this game. If I tasted this game and they're like, hey, by the way, it's starting at 9 p.m. Central Time. Fuck off. And then Lakers Kings is at 10 as well, which that is a game I will not be watching. But the Lakers are probably nervous because Buddy Hyde just cooks them. All right, let me catch up. Maybe stuff that helps you with moment ranks. There you go. 2 Lillard debuts. That's kind of where I'm at. And we're getting like 2 things. Celtics Pacers every night now. Buying the playoff set. There you go. All the playoff rewards are pumped. Yeah, I think again, we're talking about zagging. I think everybody right now is of the mindset that I need to collect playoff rewards. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the zag is right now. I'll be honest. I'm having a tough time figuring out which direction to go. I'm just gonna keep buying stuff I'm excited about, like DeJounte. I don't know. Let's build a moment ranks lineup and then we'll get out of here. All right. Or I never actually build it. Also, I was furious last night. So last night at I didn't realize the games were about to lock. It was like 6:59, and I was like, what if we take out a player? I was going to take somebody out because I saw Juan Toscano Anderson was starting, and I was like, oh, let's look at what his 10-game average is. As I was looking, the slate locks only ran out 4 guys last night. Anyways, how's the training going for the big game in February? I've been doing more cardio stuff. I feel like the shots fire, but I need to get in better shape. So that's what we're trying to do. Fenny says live show Union Hall. Or are you trying? You want to do a team hold show at Union Hall? Do we have do we have enough people in New York? I will say though, if we did a live show, actually, I should talk to Jacob about that. How funny would that be? Is there enough people in New York City that do Top Shot that we could do a live show at Union Hall? That's actually a really fun idea. We should do that. How many people? I don't know. How many people do you think we could get though? What if I got Overzet here? If Overzet and I did a live show at Union Hall between Club Top Shot reach, his DFS reach, and Team Holds reach, could we get enough people to fill up Union Hall? Everybody outside of New York right now is like, "Hey, shut up! Like this isn't useful information." But yeah, I kind of like that. They've been pretty strict about their venue. What, like being vaccinated? Is that what you mean by that? That's fine. Dude, we should do a show at Union Hall. That'd be fun. I love Union Hall. That's one of my favorite shows. It's one of my favorite venues to do stuff at. It's got both the ability to fit a lot of people, but also make it feel like an intimate venue, which is like that's what I love. They also have great beer selection, and they have not bocce. What? Oh no, they do have bocce. They have bocce in the bar, which is like as Brooklyn as it gets. This got me excited. I now actually I actually want to do this. Know about kicking people out for back-to-back shows. Yeah, they're pretty strict about you buying tickets to go to the show. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay for them being strict on stuff like that. All right, let's go look at what's going on here. Let's go build a lineup here. Let's build a lineup. Here we go. Let's take a look at what we got. So LeBron, LBJ back in there, back in the streets. LBJ's assist numbers has been like sneakily down a little bit, where he only needs to get 7 to get there. That's the only one I own, so I'd play it. He needs 2 blocks. Now he's a big man. He needs 2 blocks a game. Look at this though. He's averaging 34.5 in his last 10 games. Luka 3, I'm obviously playing. He only needs 3 to get there. He's been awesome. Even though he's out of shape now. The KD block. So they won't have Kyrie tonight because it's a home game. Oh no, it's an away game. I'm sorry, it's in Chicago. I read that wrong. So they've got Kyrie. Do we know about Harden yet? He's questionable, so pay attention to that. Bigs against Chicago. It gets the stream needs to get to more than that, I think. But bigs against so not Chicago. Bigs against Charlotte, they just destroy him. So Embiid is a monster. We got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray again. He's a bad 3-point shooter. That's the problem. But he only needs 2 to get there. He needs 3 steals, 1 block. I'm telling you, if you play DFS tonight, you got to figure out what Spurs to play, right? They're still going to be pretty short-handed, although I think they might get who is it? They might get somebody else back tonight. I forget who was close. I don't know. You got to pay attention to injury news. Donovan Mitchell is kind of intriguing, although he needs 29 to get there. Yeah, I don't know. DeRozan's been a monster lately, and Brooklyn is known not to play defense, so figuring out the right Chicago piece is pretty intriguing. What else we got? What else we got in the chat? Anything? I think we're going to call it there, though. I appreciate you guys bearing with me today because this morning, appreciate you guys bearing Davis with me today. LOL. That's terrible. As my voice deteriorated right before your eyes. Again, pay attention to notifications. We'll probably be back. I'm assuming it's somewhere between noon and 1 p.m. It depends when Own the Moment makes their announcement about their TOC drop. And then I'll be back with Overzet. But I hope everybody has a good day. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, you can look in the show notes and get in on that. It is a good time. Yeah, we'll run it back. There's only 76 of you that heard that today, so we'll run that joke back. But yeah, good luck today. Good luck with the Flash Challenge speculation. We got a tiered one today, so we get the easy and the hard most likely. And if it was anything like the last one, I won't be able to complete either. But hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you out there. Happy Wednesday, y'all. We out.